EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, look at this Baltimore defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown. They came away with 5 interceptions.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jump that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. An option give now to Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Ravens are 12-2 now on the year. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Another run with Mitchell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Another run for Gibbs here.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Here, look at this Baltimore defense.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator out there for that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked up on the U.S. C-man Adoree Jackson. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a first down coming up.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
Running left, here's Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now it's Jackson. It's caught. Mitchell. And some room to maneuver. And he won't get any further as he's taken down right there at the 24. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Throwing is Jackson.
He's got room past the 30.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there. Third down. I love the confidence that they have to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. They go play action with Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the finish by a few yards. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Inside the 20. They are all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Second and 7. He'll look to throw. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, and that is incomplete.
It's always a good one. It's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into to this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he's got room. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And bulldozing his way through. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 9 now. There goes a deep ball in zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life at halftime. I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Tucker After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Gibbs straight ahead. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's in trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now Lamar changing the look.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Finding Williams once more, complete. Nifty move. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The the Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now 3rd down throw that misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
From the 33, here's 2nd down at a yard.
From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you got a problem in your hands.
Defenders hate it there. And it resulted in a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
On play action, they'll throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 94 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Going in motion left, that's Campbell. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 27. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Hines. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
This to Laporta, right side. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. But once again, it's Mitchell. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 30. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock.
But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Jackson now.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 28. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
First down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Second and a couple. Hand off now to Gibbs.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And they're going to speed things up here.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Lions are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season. And those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one it was over a long time ago.
He finds some open field here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This one's